Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Listen, I just want you to know that when you're going through interest rates and you have a gargantuan amount that you have to pay back on your credit cards, did you know that you could do a balance transfer into a balance transfer card? And many of these cards come with amazing rates. But before we get into that, listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to this video so that you don't miss any of the velocity banking tips, real estate investing tips as well as the best cards that you can use right now to balance transfer. You ready to get into this? Let's go. All right, so customers that are interested in erasing debt, now this may be you, may be considering the balance transfer card. All right, for those clients, if this is you, this is one of the best options that you could have for a lot of different scenarios, a lot of different reasons. All right, plus there are zero late payment fees. Q, the City Simplicity card. It's one of the best balance transfer cards out there. And I'm going to give you some of its top features. You can get a year and a half of 0% introduction rate on balance transfers. Now, by taking advantage of the 0% introductory purchase APR, you'll avoid paying any interest on purchases big and small. And then you'll save hundreds in interest charges over the 18 months. You also get $0 annual fee. That's right. Now, here's the 6 reasons to apply. Are you ready? Write it down. You get to save a ton of interest and get out of debt faster, bad debt faster. Transfer your balance to the card with 0% intro APR for 18 months, and that's going to be followed by a 14 to 25% variable APR afterwards. Every penny of your payment is going to go to paying down debt during that promo period. You can save hundreds on interest charges. It's the same for purchases. You could get a 0% APR for 18 months on the purchases. And then, of course, that 14.74 to 24.74% variable APR after that. But don't be afraid. You know how velocity banking works now, right? No late payment fees, okay? Now, usually late payment fees average about $36. And if you've ever forgotten about a payment or two, then this card is going to be perfect for you. No penalty rate, all right? You can breathe easy on this. It's a forgiving policy on the City Simplicity card. That means no penalty rate ever. Now, some credit card companies, they jack up your interest rate to nearly 30% if you make a late payment, but not with this card, all right? You get to choose your payment due date as well, all right? If money's tight, you can get flexibility to change your due date to a better day for you. And it's also a quick and easy application process. If you apply today, you could get a decision in a couple of minutes. All right. There's also, like we said before, $0 annual fee. You won't pay any annual fee for the card membership. All right. Now, here's how to secure hundreds in interest savings. Why are you paying interest when you don't have to? For people who want to kick that high interest credit card debt to the curb, the City Simplicity card is one of the best get out of debt cards available due to its super long 0% interest APR period. And of course, that's an introductory period. Now, millions of Americans pay too much interest on debt. Carrying credit card debt is one of the most expensive ways to borrow money. Now, if you carry a balance every month, you're probably paying too much interest. Okay. Now, there was a code that got implemented that you have to carry at least a 1% balance, and that's okay, right? Now, you want 18 months of 0% intro APR on balance transfers. You want to avoid interest payments on purchases for 18 months. You don't want to pay late payment fees. And if you have good or excellent credit, then this is the card for you. You want a card with no annual fee, all right? Now, this is the get out of debt game plan. Get yourself a balance transfer card and transfer that debt to that card, all right? Balance transfer credit cards are one of the best ways to pay down and eliminate your debt. The City Simplicity card is one of the longest 0% intro APR periods out there with a solid balance transfer offer. Now, with this card, your payments will go directly to paying down your balance for over a year. Now, there's a balance transfer fee of either $5 or 3% of the transferred amount, whichever is greater. So that equals what, $250 in fees on a $5,000 transfer. It may seem like a lot, but the interest savings you get with this card could net you hundreds of dollars, and that could easily offset any fees you pay. So if you want to get out of debt, starting is the most important thing. Start now and begin your journey toward becoming debt-free today. And you can get a decision in just a couple of minutes or less. And my question to you is, why are you waiting? So let's go ahead and give you a demonstration of how this card would work. So say you have a $5,000 credit card at 30% interest, okay? So right here, what are you paying a year in interest? 5,000 multiplied by 30. Can you do that? Okay, so here we have, and I'm going to teach you how to do this simplicity, all right? Here we have how many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 zeros, right? And then we'll just go ahead and multiply 5,000 by 30, which is what? 15,000, right? How many decimal places do we need to move the decimal? Since we're talking percentages here. 2, right? 2 decimal places. So let's go ahead and move this right here. And that doesn't look right at all, does it? $150 in interest. Is that right? 5,000? 10%? 15,000? What did I do wrong? I forgot a zero. Yeah. Let's go ahead and mark that out. I forgot a zero, y'all. Now we're gonna keep this running, all right? Transparency, bro. Okay, sis. So we got 4 zeros here. Don't forget to count your zeros. They're so important, all right? So we have the decimal here, and then we move it 2 places, and then this number right here is how much we're gonna be paying in interest. So it's $1,500 versus, this is so exciting, versus going to the 0% card, right? Which is a transfer fee of what? 3%, right? 3%. So that is going to be the $150, right? Let's go ahead and just do the math. You want to? 5,000, 3%, right? How many zeros? 3, right? So that's 15,000. So it's going to be, we're going to move it 2 places to the left, and it's going to be $150 in interest, not in interest, but that's the transfer fee. So would you rather pay $1,500 or $150? And of course, I know what your answer is going to be. So that's the power, man. So just think, if you have more than 5,000, or if your interest rate is higher, you need to get on this Velocity Banking card right now. Now, if you have trouble in getting any credit cards, we got credit cards for you. Just click on the description below. All right, we got credit cards for you, folks. All right, now listen, I want you to go forth and prosper, and let me know how you're doing in this. All right, info@velocityc.com. We will see you later. God bless, and you have a great week.